This is the value of wrestling, the revolutionary force in wrestling podcasting.
Oh, this is the value of wrestling. This is going to be Big Tyme Rants, episode 74. On the Big Time, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about Raquel Rodriguez, what is her status within WWE, and what's going on there. More news about the Booker T CM Punk incident. Some major names being possibly out of TNA. Could they be leaving the promotion soon? Undertaker talks about what happened between him and Sting. We're going to give you a quick update on that. And the big news is Tony Khan still mad at Jack Perry for costing him CM Punk and so much other stuff. We're going to get right into it right after this. Somebody, let them know. Make sure you like, comment, and share this out. Let other people know that we're here with another episode of Big Tyme Rants, episode 74, right here on YouTube, right here. Value of wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, what is coming out in the news cycle today? It looks like Raquel Rodriguez may have been removed from the WWE active roster at this time as she undergoes intense medical treatment for MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome. She competed in the Elimination Chamber and she previously released that she had been diagnosed with mast cell activation syndrome. And she took to her Instagram and uploaded a video of herself undergoing intense medical treatment as part of a lymphatic massage in order to help with MCAS. The healing journey, and I quote, "The healing journey has been a learning journey too, learning about the lymphatic system and coming excuse me, and I'm going to do some more. Excuse me, and I quote, "The healing journey has been a learning journey too, learning about the lymphatic system and coming in for regular lymphatic massages has been so pivotal in helping me get past some caca days. Sometimes I spend it all day at the Detoxity Medical Spa, and I love it." Raquel Rodriguez working on that. She has been moved from the active WWE roster list. There's garnered widespread respect from fans and fellow wrestlers for her brave decision to compete in the Elimination Chamber despite the flare-up. We wish Raquel Rodriguez the best and hope that she can get through whatever we know what it is, but whatever she needs to do to get through it, get it better, get it. I don't know enough if it's something that heals or something that comes. Hopefully soon we'll get to learn more about that in the current situation. We wish the best for Raquel Rodriguez and a speedy recovery. Want to see her hopefully back in the ring as quick as can. From there, Booker T clarifies intentions behind disclosing CM Punk run-in remarks. Booker T has been enjoying his time as a commentator for NXT on the 312 episode of the developmental brand. CM Punk made a surprise appearance. Booker T, during his podcast, revealed that he had a run-in with the best in the world, making headlines all around the world. Millions speculating the recent both legends had a run-in. It became a topic of discussion. The Hall of Famer claimed that the run-in could have been on the smallest thing possible, and the fans made it to be a huge deal. He claims about the run-in with CM Punk in a recent episode of the Hall of Fame podcast. Booker T appealed to the fans to focus less on the discussion going on in there. He claimed he was trying to entertain his fans, that he was just playing around. And I quote, "If you hear me say anything here on the Hall of Fame, this is show related. I'm trying to entertain my fans. I'm trying to entertain the fans just watching this, trying to give you guys a moment when you ain't gotta think about what that kind of stuff, all right? So if you hear me say something about CM Punk, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, Brad Gilmore, so on, don't jump into the internet mess. So let's just get that out of there right now, because that story, that 40-second story that people wrote, It was clickbait, guys. That's what it was more than anything. Did I put it out there? Did I say it as far as I had a beef? I was going to run up. Yeah, I said it, but I'm entertaining you guys. Entertaining, just playing around. But Booker T wanting to clear the air and just let everybody know that he is out here entertaining people. That the CM Punk incident between him and the incident between him and CM Punk was made to be way more than it ever needed to be, and it definitely needed to be not as severe as it came over to. Major news out of TNA. It looks like the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, are reported to be at Smash Wrestling on in London, Ontario, on April 21st during some TNA's taping. This is most notably interesting because these are two big stars for the company that are used during this tapings. Um, the belief among some we have spoken with is that Shelley and Sabin's existing TNA deals are expiring shortly, possible as soon as the end of March. By them working the Indian show instead of the taping, it may indicate the deal is not expected to be reached between the two sides. Uh, the Motor City Machine Guns have been a very relevant part of Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and especially TNA. They are a massive part of the TNA product. Shame if they go away. If they do, will we see them in AEW? Could they finally make a debut in WWE? What could happen if the Motor City Machine Guns don't stay with me? The Undertaker reveals reasons iconic match with Sting not taking place in WWE. We've heard so many different things. Basically, it breaks down, and I quote: "The Undertaker says it just didn't work out. He had a short run in WWE, and Vince didn't want it for whatever reason. I don't know what it was. He didn't feel it. Everybody else was clamoring for this match for quite a few years. A year or two into the character change, I mean, people were already sending me artwork with the billboard or the poster. It just never worked out. The match would have been good, but I don't think it would have lived up to the expectations that people have for it. People always think about things in a certain way. I think they thought in their minds of Undertaker 2007 or 2008 versus Sting. It was later on than that. I can say I was on the backside of what I was going to do when he got there. So it was a timing issue. We know Undertaker and Sting being a huge, huge ordeal, and you know, sometimes things just don't go according to plan. And unfortunately, it just never happened. And sadly, it's never going to happen. And we're just going to have to live with that. And okay, not the end of the world. It's not over. It's not done for. Maybe one day, someday, we'll get to see them interact in some way. Just never in a wrestling ring, I'm sure. Anyways, is Tony Khan still mad at Jack Perry? CM Punk arrived in AEW as was met with intense anticipation and expected great things from his tenure into the company. However, the journey took an unexpected turning when he was released last year, relieving fans surprised. However, that Pills Khan still holds Jack Perry accountable for CM Punk leaving. 2021, CM Punk made waves by joining AEW. He clinched the AEW World Champion at Double Nothing 2022, but his reign was hindered by injuries, controversial incidents at AEW All Out in 2022. Then he came back in June of 2023. An incident involving Jack Perry led to his contract termination and his coming back to WWE Survivor Series 2023. As for Jack Perry, he would have made his way to New Japan Pro Wrestling, where he is now known as the Scapegoat. He was competing in the New Japan Cup before being eliminated. He debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling by tearing up his AEW contract, which has left many fans wondering what his current status with AEW is. Meltzer states he has not been fired. He's absolutely not been fired, but they're not using him. Essentially, Tony's really mad at him because he cost him CM Punk getting the blame. He probably should have been suspended for a month or two. Where are we at? 7 months now. 7 months. It's ridiculous. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. Jack Perry's still on suspension. He is working New Japan dates, but we don't know if we're going to see him back in AEW anytime soon. What that'll mean and what that'll entail is kind of a wait and see as we move forward. When will we see him back in AEW, or will we ever see him back in AEW? It is a wait and see thing. I think Tony Khan, if you're not happy with him, why are we still holding him accountable for these actions? You might as well cut the man loose. Let him go on with his career. He's in New Japan. Sever ties, send him on his way. You don't want him. You don't want to use him. Why are you holding up a man that can show his talent and possibly use it in other ventures? Jack Perry, did he make a bad decision that night? We don't know all the details. stuff happened. Him and CM Punk had a confrontation. Hopefully, they can resolve whatever's going on between Tony Khan and Jack Perry. I think, Tony, if you don't want to use him, let him go. It's simple. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is the news, the update. This has been a Big Tyme Rants on the Big Tyme. I appreciate you for being here. Make sure you like this video. Drop your comments below. Tell me what you think of what we talked about today. Make sure you give this a big thumbs up so it'll get out in the algorithm. Ring that bell for notifications. You're brand new here, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to reach our big goals, and we need each and every one of you to help us, support us to get there. It is you, our fans, that are going to make us bigger ever. Help us along this journey. But until the next one, I'm going to get out of here on the Big Tyme. We'll see you the next